When I'm lure fishing for freshwater predators like pike, perch and zander, I always think the lure profile is quite important. A lot of the time I will choose the shad shape because it does resemble the natural fish that these predators are taking, but there are other profiles too. At the one extreme you've got the really big fat bodied type, which are largely aimed at the American bass market, and then you've got the long slim minnow types, and these are more aimed at the sea fishing market, but they do actually work very, very well for pike, zander and perch. And today I'm going to look at the long slim type, the minnow type, and I'm going to take it out pike fishing on a clear gravel pit on a winter's day and just show you that these sort of lures are just as effective on the right day as the shad profiles. So I'm choosing this, a max wrap 15 centimetre, aimed at the sea fishing market, but it'll catch pike too, and I'm hoping to show you how. Well, it's a real wild windy day, and this is the sort of day I love to use these minnow profiled lures, cast them out in the waves and just using up strokes of the rod, get them darting from side to side, and it'll often wind the pike up in this sort of weather. This is a Rapala max wrap 15 centimetre in quite a dull subdued colour, which I find perfect for this clear water conditions. Let's see if the pike are interested in it. One thing I like about this particular lure is it casts a really long way, and that's because it's got a special weighting system, so that on the cast the ball bearings inside are transferred to one end, and it helps the lure to travel very aerodynamically, and you can get an incredible casting distance with it. Right, nothing followed it that time. This really does go a long way. What's happening is that the ball weights inside, as I lower the lure for casting, they all go to one end, and when it's going through the air it's weight forward, and that really sucks it out a long way. So here we go. I wouldn't like to guess how far that's gone with wind assisted. I think it's probably gone 50 yards. And of course the benefit for that is I'm covering a lot of water that wouldn't be reached with a normal lure. Of course, if I was sea fishing off the rocks or off the beach for bass, for example, those extra yards could make all the difference, and that's what this sort of lure is designed for. But pike like them too. I've had some cracking pike catches on these long slim profile lures. Because the water's shallow, I'm just using short upstrokes of the rod just to keep the lure under the surface and stop it getting down in the weed. Terrific long cast with this particular lure. The max wrap is designed for this ultra long casting. Oh yes, one's just hit it. Well, that didn't take long, just a couple of casts. And it's a long way out because I've managed to cast much further than I would with a conventional lure. So it's going to take a while to crank it back. This lake isn't renowned for big pike. They tend to be generally single figure fish, but they can be very choosy about the right lure. You often have to work through several different lures before you find the one they want. Here he comes, covered in weed. There's a very rich weed growth out there. And there it is, a lovely gravel pit pike on a Max Wrap 15 long casting minnow lure. Beautiful pike. A very effective pike lure.